On personal privilege, legislator.
Thank you, Chairman. I stand to make a motion to suspend Rule 21 for purposes of a reconsideration vote on Act 7, 2017, an act to prohibit the sale of guns on county property.
Second.
Excellent. Out of order. Obviously, there was no request in writing as appropriate, and that motion is out of order. At this point, Madam Clerk.
I believe that request was made in writing before 1:30 today.
Madam Clerk, do we have such a request in writing?
I don't, I have the memo that was circulated, that I circulated to the floor, that was put forward by several members of the Democratic Caucus. It doesn't specifically identify a particular rule.
And as you know, that's noted. In fact, Legislator Kunzio has put on, is not at this time, I believe, enacting, but rules 9, 10, 14, 18, 22, and 25, so it's not even mentioned there. So at this time, Mr. Jenkins, sir, on personal privilege.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Absolutely.
The item is in the agenda for us tonight as a notice from Legislator Kunzio that states clearly it's to suspend one or all of the rules that are in front of us. That is what is in our agenda, and I believe that is what the motion was acting upon, Mr. Chairman.
Got it. It actually states of my intent to make a motion to suspend none, one, or all of the following rules, and then it references, as I said before, 9, 10, 14, 18, 22, and 25. So Legislator Kunzio cannot even suspend 21 at this particular point. So good point, but out of order, sir.
Point of inquiry, Mr.
Yes.
Chairman. That's not what it says in our agendas, though.
That's correct. It's absolutely what the request is on suspension of rules.
Mr. Chairman, I'm reading from the agenda that is the agenda that the legislators received, and that is...
Which is a summary of the request that we all have on file, and the clerk can give you a copy of it. It's rules 9, 10, 14, 18, 22, 25. Somebody could please make a copy and circulate this to all. So that's not, Rule 21 it's fair point, just not relevant to...
As you stated, Mr. Chairman, if that is your ruling from the chair, it is certainly your right to do so, and then we would actually call for a different action for that. If that's what your motion is, if that is your decision from the chair, is
yes, yes, sir. It is out of order.
Because again, as we're just reading from the
business.
agenda that is being presented to us and to the public as well, that the written one that we have in front of us.
I can.
That
Sir, Mr. Jenkins, I can only go on what the legislator presented to all of us. Those are the rules. It's not even listed here as one, none, or of some of the following rules. Now, if in the future, if the legislator wants to suspend a particular rule, then they can put that on and we'll take it up in due course. It's just not here. We have to follow the rules, and we just don't have that at this time. So, Madam Clerk, unfinished business?
Mr. Chairman, at this time,
Mr. Jenkins.
Thank you, sir. At that particular time, then we'll have a motion to have by unanimous consent to have that level of reconsideration. That would call for a vote.
What rule is that, sir, that you're citing?
That is certainly the same rule, Rule 21, to have the motion for reconsideration of the...
So your motion on Rule 21, Section 2, is that where we're having a second on that motion? Second on the motion. At this point, is there any legislator that, since it requires unanimous consent, objects? We have an objection at this time. Okay. Unfinished business.